Please lead the prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, Miss Secretary, please check the attendance. Okay, before we proceed to our new topic, let us first guess what is in the picture. Or I have prepared a picture. So, let us first guess what is in the picture. So, look carefully on the picture that I am presenting. Okay, what do you think is the picture shown? Okay, a continent. How about the others? Okay, the world. What more? What do you think is that continent? Okay, it is Africa. Very good. Okay. What words can you say or can you give to describe Africa? Okay. What other adjectives to describe Africa? Or words that we are using to describe Africa? Okay, black people. A country. Okay, very good. What more? Okay. What more? Okay. Okay, black people. Okay, a continent, a country. Okay. Do you have any idea why I am showing you the Africa or the country Africa? Okay. I have assigned you to read the poem or the poem Africa by David Diop. But first, before that, I have here some words that you will be encountering in the poem. Okay, the first one, please read. Number 1 is savannah. Okay, I will be reading first. Then, you're gonna repeat after me. Savannah. Okay, very good. So, savanna is a large flat area of land with grass and very few trees, especially in Africa and South Africa. Okay. The next one. Number 2 is slavery. Okay, repeat after me. Slavery. Okay, very good. So, slavery is submission to a dominating influence. So, it means what? Don't you think that here in the Philippines we have still slaves? Okay. So, it is in the past. Number 3, humiliation. Humiliation. Okay, repeat. Okay, very good. So, to make someone feel very ashamed or foolish. So, have you ever experienced being humiliated? Okay. Okay, next is impetuous. So, repeat. Impetuous. Okay, very good. So, it is acting or done quickly and without thought. Okay, what do you think is impetuous? So, it is stated in the meaning. So, what? You are doing things or acting things without giving a thought. So, you're doing things without thinking. So, that is what impetuous means. Okay, next. Number 5, obstinately. Okay, repeat. Obstinately. Okay. So, it means refusing to change your behavior or your ideas. So, it is somewhat synonymously or the same as being stubborn. Okay. So now, before we proceed to the topic itself or the poem itself, let us first talk about its author. So, who is the author of the Africa or the poem Africa? Okay, very good. David Diop. Okay. So, his full name is David, what? Okay, Mandesi Diop. He was a French West African poet. So, he he was known for his contribution in the negritude literary movement. So what was this negritude literary movement? So this negritude literary movement is a movement for black poets, or what we call negros. Okay. So his work reflects his anti-colonial stance. So what do we mean by anti-colonial stance? Okay, they are against, very good, colonization. Okay, now let's proceed to the poem. Okay. So I have assigned or told you to read the poem itself. But do you think you've understand it by reading it beforehand? Okay, not yet. Okay, so now we're going to explain it one by one or little by little per stanza to know what does David Diop wants to convey to us. Okay. Africa, my Africa, Africa of proud warriors in an ancestral savannas, Africa of whom my grandmother sings on the banks of the distant river. I have never known you, but your blood flows in my veins. So what do you think? What do you think is the meaning, or what does David Diop wants to tell you? Okay, that he doesn't really know Africa. Okay, very good. If you have said that he had never known Africa, what do you think, or who do you think told him about Africa? Okay, his grandmother told him. In what line? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the fourth line. Okay, very good. So, Africa of whom my grandmother sings. So, through his grandmother's songs about Africa, he already imagined or what? Visualize. Okay, very good. Visualize what does or what Africa look like. Okay, let's proceed to the second stanza. Okay, the second stanza. Your beautiful black blood that irrigates the fields, the sweat of your work, the work of your slavery, the slavery of your children. So what do you think was the message? Okay, it's about slavery. So what do you think is the meaning of this line? Your beautiful black blood that irrigates the field, the sweat of your work. What do you think is the happening or the message here? So it is not literally the Africans' blood are black, okay? Okay. Okay, they are working until what? Their bodies break. So that is what slavery means. So being a slave and being a maid is a bit different in each other. So being a slave, you don't have any choice. If you don't obey your master, it's either they're going to dispose you or they are going to kill you. So that is what they are doing in slaves. Okay, so do you understand the meaning in the second line? Okay, very good. Are you sure? Okay. Next, let's proceed to the third line. So I'm going to read it again. Africa, tell me Africa, is this you? This back that is bent, this back that breaks under the weight of humiliation, this back trembling with red scars, saying yes to the whip under the midday sun. Before the message, what do you think is the emotion in the poem? In this line. Okay, the atmosphere is somewhat heavy. Okay, very good. How about the others? What do you think is the emotion, or what did you felt while I am reading this line? Okay, it is somewhat sad. Okay, so in this line, it is he states what is happening on being a slave. Okay, because of what line or lines? this back trembling with red scars. What have you imagined? Oh, okay, they're being whipped on the back. Okay, that is what happens when they don't obey their masters. They are being whipped. Now let's proceed to the last line or the last stanza. But a grave voice answers me, impetuous son, this tree, young and strong, this tree there, in splendid isolation, amidst white and faded flowers, that is Africa, your Africa, that grows again patiently, obstinately, as its fruits gradually acquires the bitter taste of liberty. So what do you mean, what do you think is the meaning or the message here in the last line or in the last stanza? Okay, because it is mentioned, okay, liberty. What more? Who do you think is this grave voice in this line, in the first line? But a grave voice answers me. Do you think it is still the speaker? Okay, no. So who do you think is the one who's speaking? No? Who do you think? Aside from the speaker itself, who do you think is the second speaker or the speaker in this last line? Okay, it is Africa. So who does Africa is talking to? Okay, the speaker. So he's calling him impetuous son. So this tree, so who do you think is this tree he's talking about? This tree, young and strong. Who? Not the speaker. Okay, the youth. Okay, from the word or the words young and strong, Africa is implying on the youth. So if we're going to have this quote from Dr. Jose Rizal, what quotation was that? Okay, let's say it in Tagalog. Okay, very good. Ang kabataan ang pag-asa ng bayan. So, it is somewhat the same as what Jose Rizal is implying. Their hope is the youth or the young ones. So, this tree is the youth. So, this tree there, in splendid isolation, amidst white and faded flowers. What do you think is the white and faded flowers here? Okay, very good. It is the sign of the war. Okay, but before we finish this poem, what do you think the era wherein the author is in? Okay, so let's go back to the author. So, yeah, he is black. What else? So, he is in the negritude movement. So, what does negritude movement do? Okay, very good. So, they are in the anti-colonial stance. So, they are against in what? Okay, very good. Colonization. So, they here in this time, Africa is under the colonization of what country? What do you think? What country? Okay, European country. So, what are those European countries? Okay, France, Italy, okay, and so on. So, okay, let's continue. Let's proceed to the next line. So, it is stated, that is Africa, your Africa, that grows again patiently, obstinately, as its fruit gradually acquires a bitter taste of liberty. So, the author here is implying that, what? They should wait. Okay, very good. They should wait until, what? Okay, until the youth becomes stronger. So, they are going to wait until they will acquire, what? Okay, liberty or freedom against the colonizers. That is what the author wants to tell us. Okay, so now I have some questions. So, the first one is, what point of view is used in this poem? Okay, the author's point of view. Okay, next. What message does the poem convey? What message? So after we have read and explained it one by one, line by line, what do you think is the message of the poem for you? What emotion, what message? Don't repeat what I have said earlier na the quotation na kabataan is di pagkasinabayan. Okay? Okay, another quotation. Okay, what quotation? What's that? Ang taong di marunong lumingon sa pinanggalingan ay di makakarating sa paroroonan. Okay. So that is what also it is implying in the what stanza? Okay, the first stanza. So we can see or read or imagine what that the author is, even though he hadn't stepped on Africa or he haven't seen Africa even when he was born or even when he grew up, he still looks, okay, he still wants to know Africa. So he still loves Africa. Okay, very good. Okay, last question. So, relate the message of the poem to your life or experiences in life. What do you think? Okay? We can still go look back on the past. Okay, please answer. Okay. So, the poem is somewhat similar to what happened in the Philippines. So, he said that the condition in Africa is somewhat the same with Philippines. Because what? We were colonized by the Spaniards. So, we were colonized and many Filipinos were turned into slaves. Okay, so it is somewhat the same. Now, do you understand the wholeness or the whole poem? Okay, very good. Okay, now we're having an activity. So I will group you into how many groups? Okay, 4 groups. So this will be group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. So circle your chairs. So this side is group 1, that side is for group 2, group 3 here, and group 4 there. Okay. So I will tell you what you're going to do. Okay. So you're going, by the way, have you brought the materials that I have told you last meeting? Okay. So each group will be creating a poster related to the poem. Any kind of poster that the poem conveyed. You can draw anything that you want that will sum up the wholeness of the poem. Okay. You can add colors. And then, you're going to present it in front. So, this will be how I will grade you. So, please look on the board. So, these are the rubrics. First one is content and comprehension. Or the content itself. The drawing. Or the creativity that you have made. So, it is 15%. Next is the quality of work. So, it's 10%. Next is cooperation. So it is 5%. So I'm going to take my rounds to see if all of your group members are cooperating. So you can tell me whether your classmate wasn't participating. Okay? But it will be a minus point. Okay, so let's start. So you have 5 minutes? Okay, 10 minutes to finish. Okay, you can start now. Okay, now, let's proceed to the... Okay, now, get 1/2 sheet of paper. Crosswise. Okay. Hurry up. Okay, look at the board. Okay. So, answer the following. Write your answers in the box or in the side of the box provided or inside the box. Okay. So, we have tackled the elements of poetry, right? Okay, very good. So, we have symbol, imagery, figurative language. What are those figurative languages? Okay, the figures of speech. Okay, next is the tone and theme. So, first one is the symbol. So, it is an object, person, or place that has meaning within itself but stands for something else in the context of the story or the literature. So, next one is imagery. When an image is evoked through the use of really descriptive language. So, what are we using again in imagery? Okay, the 5 senses. Okay. So, figurative language, it is given. Simile, metaphor, alliteration, and so on. Then, and the author takes on the subject he or she is writing. So, the theme is the plot plus theme. Plot plus tone. Okay, so you're going to put the symbols used in the poem, the imagery used in the poem, the figurative language used in the poem, and the tone and theme of the poem. Okay. Since we don't have time left, it is your assignment. So you're going to submit it tomorrow. And now, class dismissed. Okay, goodbye.